it's Amanda here with your November 2018 RuneScope. This month, in conjunction with our runes, I will be using the adorable Paulina Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Then as always, after this reading, be sure to join me for part 2 of your November reading over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Viking cards. These are by Gudrun Bergman and Olafur Gudlason. Goes along well with our Viking runes. Yeah, that link is below. We always get additional wisdom and spiritual guidance for how to handle the energies of the month. But let's jump in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you find that I am connecting with your energy by watching the videos from the previous months that have completed, that's the best way to find out. Please do click the subscribe button. That way my content, whenever I upload it, will go directly to your subscription feed. But let's see which runes would I talk to. And I've just discovered a hole in my rune bag. I'm gonna have to sew. Oh my god. Not good. I'm not very good at that. That is not one of my talents. Aries, November 2018. Runes. Which runes want to be cast for Aries? As always, Aries, keep in mind these are general readings, so not all of these messages will or can be for you with so many other Aries people watching. I have to talk to as many people as possible. But you can always check out the video for your rising sign as well. In fact, most months, for me anyway, that's more specific to my situation, so I do encourage you to check that out. If you would like something far more specific, you would like some more personalized guidance about your specific circumstances and the specific people in your life, definitely contact me and we can set up a private session. I do those on Skype. They are $70. Just drop me a line. runescopes4you@gmail.com is my email address, and we can set that up. Get these laid out right here. Okay. Well, in general, our challenge or focus for the month of November, well, we do have the 5 of Cups here. Aries. Not the happiest card, I'm sorry to say. But you've got other good stuff going on. So let me see what this is. There's some shift or change that is you're not happy with. I mean, it's causing you to feel disappointed, or you're sorry this didn't work out, or that things didn't go the way you had planned. And this scene, when the cups come up, it's more personal. It's more emotional, a more emotional nature. So it could have been a relationship didn't turn out, or a trip, or some sort of travel plans you were planning on or trying to work on aren't, you know, something's not going to happen, or maybe you have to cancel plans, or someone else does, or you were looking to move or relocate, and you know, that has not worked out. Maybe it's just delayed. Maybe the date that you're wanting to move is not gonna work out. Could also be a job that was going to involve relocation, or a job at a distance. Maybe you're going to be working remotely, but this falls through, or it's delayed, or you don't get it, or something of that nature. However, I mean, there's other stuff coming in that looks really good for a job. So hang tight. We're going to see. Whatever this is, I do think it's temporary, but it is coming up as your challenge. I think that it's just, you know, maybe we get our heart set on things. We get hooked on an expectation of how we want things to work out. And, you know, oh God, that didn't work out. So now, you know, what's left? We can tend to be overly dramatic about things, Aries. So yeah, try not to kind of lose your equilibrium over something like this, some sort of disappointment, because this is a minor arcana card. It's like, yes, something may need to be tweaked, or things are not going the way we had envisioned, or they may not turn out exactly the way that we were thinking, but what the hell in life ever does, right? So it's not the end. This person, this situation, this job, this the way this was going to be was not meant to be the way it was going to be. So it had to be tweaked or changed. Or it wasn't meant for you. It's meant for somebody else. Your thing is coming in later. This can also be the regret. I regret I didn't go for this. I regret that I didn't move there. I regret that I turned down this job because it was going to be relocation. Or I regret that I canceled those travel plans. Or I regret that I've made those travel plans and now it's conflicting with something else. So it's kind of like the intensity of that feeling or the intensity of the regret. Like, I wish I had moved here for this person and now this relationship didn't work out. Maybe it was a long distance thing. The intensity, though, of these feelings are going to vary from person to person depending on how this is playing out in your life. Again, a private session, we're going to be able to tap in more specifically to, number one, what this is and what's coming for you to replace it. Because whenever anything leaves or doesn't work out or a relationship ends or we miss out on a job or a house or whatever, it's leaving that spot void or vacant for something else to come in and fill it. The right thing, the thing that's meant for us. So the present energy, we do have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So again, another Cups card. Let me see what's coming through with the runes here next to this. Again, to do with leaving something behind, emotionally or actually like having to drop some plans. Like I'm not going to be able to leave and go on this trip. I'm not going to be able to go on this journey. I'm not going to be able to leave this behind. And I was really excited about it. I was really looking forward to it. Or I'm not going to be able to move now at the time when I wanted to. For some of you, maybe this started in August. So I feel like for some of you, this is not so much happening in November. It's something that maybe happened in August that you're still thinking about. And I know we had an eclipse in that month. So maybe you're really being affected by that still. I think we had an eclipse in August. Sounds right. But I mean, it could just be something that happened in August that you're still like, man, you're looking back on with, I wish this would have happened. I wish this would have panned out. I'm getting, and this may be for one person. But yeah, it may be kind of like, I wish this person would leave. I wish this person would. I'm feeling like maybe maybe some of you have unwanted visitors. I mean, we do have Thanksgiving in the States. Maybe this is family members who are going to overstay their welcome. And, it's like, I regret inviting them. And why are they staying for the whole week? Or why are they staying for a long period? And Aries, if you're not comfortable with that, just say, hey, well, it's great for you to come in for Thanksgiving, but we've got plans the next day, so we won't be able to have anybody stay overnight, or maybe a hotel would be better, because it's like, yeah, I just wish this person would leave. Some of you may be thinking about that with the person you're living with, whether it's a roommate, a spouse, a partner. You may just be like, oh my God, they were going to leave, but now they're not. And I was actually hoping that they would leave. It could also just be like somebody who has lost a job or been out of work and you're like sick of them being around the house. So it's like, man, I wish you would go away so I could miss you. Not that you don't love them, although some of you may be totally over something, but it is like, man, I wish you were gone more so I could miss you, because, too much of a good thing can be just as bad as too much of a bad thing. But so the present energy, this position could be for some of you whenever you're watching this video, or end of October into early November-ish, where something has been delayed, travel plans have been delayed, or maybe having to cancel, or the way it was going to go, you're having to look at your plans. And it could be traveling for the holidays, or maybe you said you're not going to go to Thanksgiving dinner, or you're not going to have it at your house this year, and now somebody else is having it, and now you're like, I'm not going to go. I don't want to go, you know. Maybe you're kind of offended that someone else was going to have it. There may be a little bit of that, a little element of competition here, Aries. But for some of you, it's like, I really wanted to move. I really wanted to leave. I really wanted to go on this trip. And now it's not, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And it seems so serendipitous. Like it seemed you were so excited about it and there was a lot of luck around it. And you were like really looking forward to whatever this is. The help that's going to be available. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. Coming up with the money rune and financial offers rune here. So, King of Wands in reverse is a fire sign like yourself, Aries, and for some of you, it could be you. So either you, another Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, male or female. In these general readings, it can be either one. For some of you, it'll be a male. For others of you, it'll be a female. And for others of you still, it'll be you. If something is not, like if you have to cancel travel plans, like, and you're trying to get a refund, or you're trying to get money back, or you're trying to, like, you know, get a refund, or get your money back for something you've already, that was supposedly non-refundable or whatever. I mean, being like this King of Wands in reverse, it's gonna be like, hey, the more drama you start and the more angry you get and the more you kind of like come at somebody, and let them feel your fire and your anger. Like, I'm not going on this trip. I cannot make this flight, and I'm not planning on any flights. I don't want to, rebook later. I want my money back. I want a voucher. I want this to be refunded, or I want it transferred to another passenger. I want this seat sold and the money coming back to me. Same thing on a deal with a house or property or a move that you were planning on making. Like, no, that contract is not good. Or that offer, I wanted to write something into the contract. But yeah, there's some sort of, like, you can get the payout, you can get an offer, you can get the money back, the more dramatic you are, Aries. So for some of you, it was kind of like, if this is something you can't change or can't fix, try not to kind of wallow or get caught up in the moment or in the feelings of it, because there's something better coming along. But for others of you, if you're angry and trying to get a refund on something that you can no longer use, the angrier you can be, the better it's going to be. Now, some of you could have somebody calling for you or trying to do this for you. Maybe they're just better at, kind of holding people accountable. For some of you, if this is the person that you're like, I wish they would leave, I wish they would move, I wish they would get a job, I do feel like a job offer will be coming in. If there's somebody that, if it's your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, they've been out of work for a while and you're kind of getting on each other's nerves because you've been spending too much time together, could be a new offer coming in here with Fehu, and that's going to help you because it's going to, you may just be short-tempered with each other, especially if it's two fire signs living together. It's like, man, we're getting on each other's last nerve. We need to, some of you, maybe you worked together at the same company, or you were business partners or something. And at first, maybe, it worked, but now you're kind of like, I think we need to, like, the days I'm in the office, you need to not be in the office, or, For some of you, Aries, if you did lose a job that you worked with your spouse, this is going to be better for your relationship. But maybe that's kind of like, oh, we're gonna have to spend more money because we can't ride together or something. But it's gonna be better for your relationship because you won't be around each other so much. You'll have some time to miss each other. So yeah, there is a money offer coming in here or a refund, but it's like you'll have to be angry or make a dramatic scene about it. This could also be like your boss whose antics and laziness and lack of responsibility, just a really poor leader and not somebody you like working for. This guy is kind of like do as I say, not as I do, because I don't do anything. So if you quit that job, maybe in a huff, and you're like, oh, I regret leaving that. I know he was a jerk, but he or she was a jerk, but I really need the money. It's okay. There's going to be another offer coming in. Some of you could maybe get your job back depending on what you said, but it's like you may be able to come back, but it's kind of would be going backwards. But when you need money, especially this close to the holidays, right? So, I mean, even if that's not the way it's working for you, I do feel like there's going to be another offer coming in or something to replace this. Now, what must be accepted about the month of November? We've got the Knight of Cups. Another person, could be male or female, but Knight of Cups is normally a water sign person, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. This is generally someone 35 or younger, but doesn't have to be. There's some sort of disruption around this person, nasty secrets and skeletons coming out of the closet. Something that they were trying very hard to hide. For many of you, I think this is the kind of person they're trying to be, or it's the face they're presenting, which is very poetic and very sensitive, and I'm just so emotional, and they could have a tendency to play the victim, like, you know, they're not responsible for their actions. It's just always, you know, I do bad things because people have done bad things to me, or there's always an excuse for their really poor treatment of others or the way they behave. It's your fault, or it's these people's fault. But yeah, there's something somebody's been trying very hard to hide, another being kind of, they can't get out of it anymore. And this is causing a disruption. This could also have something to do with addictions, drugs, alcohol, overindulging in some way, and to the level of impairment. Like this person can't function without this, so it's definitely like something they're addicted to, but they're playing it off like they're either sober or they're clean or they're not still doing this, because it's like, this is what I want you to see, but this is what's really going on behind the scenes, and it's gonna come out. They're not going to be able to hide it. So for some of you, this could be your kid, and especially if you have a child, I'm sorry to tell you that, Aries, you know, so, or someone younger than you, a younger sibling, someone that you would view as younger or immature. And you may believe them because they're very forthright and honest, and yes, I'm cleaning up, yes, I'm doing this, I'm getting my life together. And it could be somebody having a relapse, but I feel like with Peridot in reverse, this is normally like, this is something that has always been ongoing. They've just figured out how to hide it, or they've gotten addicted to something else, and they're, you know, maybe they're not using the one drug, but they're using this now to kind of numb the feelings. And on this, they can better present this face, this sober face. It's not true. So knowing this, the way these readings can help is knowing in advance that somebody's maybe not being honest or still hiding stuff. You can maybe not fall for it if they are. You can kind of be like, are you sure you're not using still? If it's your kid and they live with you, you can be like, let's go search your room. Really? Prove it to me. Let's look in your drawer. Right? Let's look in your drug drawer, or let me check my alcohol. Is there any missing? Yeah, I'm really feeling a strong addiction here. For some of you, this could be somebody that was presenting like a very romantic, you know, I care so much about you, Aries, you know, and then you come to find out that the only person they really care about is themselves, or that they do have an addiction issue. You may be finding out that someone has been deceiving you in some way, but presenting this very romantic, idealistic side of themselves, charming you and very charismatic, all the while hiding their true selves. So watch out for somebody wearing a mask around you here, Aries. Listen to your intuition in November. The outcome is 7 of Cups, coming up again around travel, relocation, or trips. So, righto, yeah, a big shift or change and a lot of options. In fact, overwhelming options. So whatever this is that you were like, oh, we're not going to be able to move. Oh, I'm not going to be able to go on this trip. Oh, I'm not going to be able to make this big leap or change, or I'm not going to get a job, you know, doing this, or I'm not going to be able to make my plans now. There's a lot of options coming up around this. So it's like you don't have to cancel it, or there's something new replacing it that may be even better, because the 7 of Cups is all about like, this is my fantasy coming true. This is my dream coming true. This is my dream place to live or move to, my dream job, my dream trip. You know, it's even better than what it was gonna be. So yeah, if it's just like things need to be tweaked, if somebody's not going to be able to go that maybe was going to go, there seems to be a solution here at in November of like somebody else can take their place. Maybe several people can take their place, or several people want to buy the tickets. 7 people, you know, 7 or several. I did say 7. Yeah, several people want to, there are options for reworking this trip. You can still do it, or you can get the money, get refunded. Again, it may take a little anger and a little bit of disputing, or asking someone to do that for you. But yeah, you can either tweak this, rework it so that you're able to go and still have a fantastic time, actually even better time, or find an even better place to live or a better job. So whatever this 5 of Cups is talking about for you in November, Aries, again, the end result is really great. There's this fantasy-esque aspect around travel, relocation, new jobs, big shifts and changes. Moving to like a dream location, honestly. Some of you may be traveling, you know, and it's like, oh, well, I was going to have a good time, but now this person's not going. And you may get there and you're like, oh my God, I don't ever want to leave here. I want to stay here. I don't want to go back. So, others of you, maybe this person that you're living with that you really wish would move out is going to leave. And then you have a lot of options. I mean, you may want someone else to move in, or you may want to live on your own. And maybe it's just nice to know you have options. And you can think about it. It's like, oh, do I want to live by myself, or do I want to get a roommate? Or how about this other person that I'm seeing? Do I want them to move in? You may be considering these things in November. So that's what I see here for the general November RuneScope. But join me over on Vimeo. I'm going to shuffle these Viking cards. I want to see what further wisdom and advice we can get from the powers that be about how best you can handle the energies in November here, Aries. I will see you over there. That link's below again. And I'll see you back here next time.